Hello, folks, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Now, for you, it's been merely a moment since I last recorded. For me, it's been a couple weeks to a month. I have most of my PC parts, well, in this room actually. In the other room is the motherboard, CPU, and RAM, and the computer tower itself. I'm having a bitch of a time putting it together. In fact, I'm a little off because I missed meds for a few days there. Isn't helping. Just makes me a little more sensitive than normal. Uh, so yeah. It's like I'm scared stuff is fragile. Apparently, I'm being comforted that it's not as fragile as I think it is, but I'm scared it's fragile, so I'm just terrified I'm gonna break to bits. So it ends up hours of me just like fretting at the material, even scared to look at it. I'm gonna rope Mum into helping me with it tomorrow, or more or less it, and more just stopping me keeling over with a heart attack or something. Come on. So it's been a while. Some stuff is sold, some stuff hasn't sold. I haven't put on new up. And here's what's sold recently, like within the last few things for that character. If you're interested in seeing the amount of money, if we made any profit since I last checked, I did on this person. Print screen. I'm in one of those modes right now. So, bit is sold. A couple of rivets sell well. Surprisingly well, really. These are actually selling! Like, this is the most shocking bit. Because those are well overpriced. Again, I wish there was some, like, updates to this UI. It's annoying to have to load in each one and click through their conversations each time. There's a bit of flavor to it, but at the same time, when you just want to deal with the auctions quickly, because you have so many. Plus, I think there's like one more guy you can get if you have like the app. It's a serious pain in the ass. So I would love to, if they revamped it a little, like fix it up and whatnot. So, stuff is sold, we've made money. None is sold recently because I hadn't updated that. But now I have, so things can get back to selling. Let's just check this over here, because it's actually a much easier UI to cooperate with. Well, to cooperate with me. I still have a lot of cobalt up here. And I still have a ton of dark steel. It will eventually sell, but only when the other stuff has been dealt with. I could lower the price, but no. In some cases, I bought like ingots, then turned them directly into rivets, and that was cheaper. In other case, I'm just buying the ore. In other case, I'll be quite possibly just selling at a heavy loss. What's this? Sundry Splendors? In this one-stop shop, subsidiary of Rwana's House of Splendors, practically every weapon, piece of armor, or helpful item that can be purchased in exchange for elegant tomestones and similar tokens has been gathered in a single convenient location. Take a moment to browse the merchandise. That's very handy. Yeah, that's very handy, thank you. So, I want to trial synthesis. You can now craft items using trial synthesis. It allows you to practice crafting items without using materials, and I will do meta for testing high-level recipes. To begin it, open the crafting log and press desired recipe, then press the trial synthesis button. It should be noted that because you're conducting trial, no items will be used when crafting. If successful, you not receive an item, nor will you earn experience. Cool. That's a handy little thing. So if the rivets are still off... If there's still too many rivets up, I don't want to add, you know, more to it. That seems unwise. What can I do instead? There's a ring I could sell here. I could sell some flawless bands. If I just sit here... armor... goldsmith... goldsmith. Okay, we have to mosey on down to the other side. I'm starting to get back into the mood to play more of this. So I'll be back to actually making progress soon. Though, obviously for Yi, as long as I don't really fall behind on it, it's not a big deal to Yi. It's obnoxious. Yeah, as long as they don't fall behind on it, it's not a big deal. Because, like, this giant episode will come out one day, then the next day will be progress. While for me, months may have passed in between, it's not going to hit you the same way. So yeah, this is the quickest way you can do this damnable thing. Honestly, it makes me wish... Remember that episode of Simpsons where Homer gains a ton of weight so he can stay at home and work? Fuck, I just realized I've seen a similar plot in a hentai. Well, it was less so they could stay home and work and more avoid work, but... Anyway, well, it was less... It was written... Whatever. Let's go sell this. And he gets that dunking bird to hit the buttons for him. Yeah, I feel like I need to pin this mouse in place and get 2 dunking birds and just constantly have them hitting it. Because while one's on, is like, if the one hitting one won't do an, like on this, unavailable crafting, well this won't be able to do an when the button isn't there. So it can just spam away and job done. Might be the most efficient way of doing it, but it'll get her done. Okay, I still actually have 1 up. Actually, have these even been selling? Yes, for decidedly quite low prices. Well, I kind of made my bed, so I'm just going to put these up as is. I could put it down lower, but I can't remember what price I bought this material for. So, as such, I'm just going to have to sell it at the price I was selling it at. Should have refreshed that. It should have refreshed these sooner, rather than waiting until I started recording this again. board. Okay. That's not an option. Then how about something over here? Actually, no, over here ain't an option either, is it? Yeah, I'm far too low. This, on the other hand, is... Or... Yeah, I can go with these. But would they be profitable? Should be able to buy that here. Would these be profitable? That's the question. Now, these are probably 100 apiece, so there is 1,000 right there. And let us check the market board. New, not you. Now, Aurum Regis nuggets. Okay, to see a sizable quantity. Okay, that's 1,000. So we'll be starting out here and buying up to this. But oh, it's actually 1,100. Meaning I could justify buying down to this one. Get it, you know, a few extra. So it's 2,100 thus far. A Griffin Town. Griffintl Town. That's piss cheap. That's fine. Saying, do these actually sell? Yes, they do. And now I need to see the dissolvents. Trade craft supplier. Do you have it? Okay, let's look it up. Grade 1 strength dissolvent. Gamer escape. Do. Come on. Sure, whatever. And scrap salvager free walks. It's only sold by one person. Scrap salvager. I don't know where Idleshire is. Dervania? It's in Heaven's Ward. So that sadly is beyond me. Unless I can buy it off the auction house. Market board. I don't like going for this because it's gonna cost more than it should. I've done that myself. But small wooden cost. Sure. Still not as cheap as it should be, but it's well within cost. Yeah, let's not buy the rings. Here we go. Went overboard, but I don't care. Again, another thing I would like to do is just hit here and then be able to like group them together, or fuck, just have auctioneer from WoW in here. Oh, damn, that was the wrong one. Getting all the builds confused. Regardless, it's done now. Oh, 35 rings to be made. It's not likely I'll create any high quality iterations. Remember that dungeon you go into, you lose all your levels, but you can level up back through it. That we did that ages back. It's in the forest. Let's go. We gotta hit there back up. There's a character we meet within it that we know. Okay, let's say 25. If like the market prices have changed, so that an item you have up isn't selling at that price anymore, just leave it. It will hopefully eventually sell. Market price, if market forces will adjust, and suddenly it's selling. It's happened plenty for me. It's certainly a slow way of going about it, though. Would not recommend. I wish there was a better system for item storage than what we have. Again, a la WoW or something. Or even just a button here to carry over whatever's here to here that I have in my bags. Oh, as you may have noticed, I also activated accept one of the quests of my guys by accident. But it doesn't make that much of a difference. Alright. Plenty of night's bread here. Huh. Just remember, I have those and sell them. Okay, you can just double right click and it'll send it over. not need to switch between the two. There. Hopefully I have to download something I need. No. So, I'm also gonna have to go craft something else. Something that would be nice. Being able to queue up stuff. Okay, I want you to craft 28 of this, then 28 of something else. But I'm just a lazy son of a bitch. For me, just because of me falling out of interest in playing the game, like it's a fine game, I just fell out of it. It's just basically kind of turned into Economic Simulator 2020 for me. So, yeah. Literally just keep my subscription going to keep making money on the auction house for a game I'm not fully interested in. I think if I paid people to play with or something, it would help. But I'm also scared of talking to people, so there. But again, I wish basically that we'd auctioneer in here. It would speed things up. There's a certain bit of flavor to what we have, certainly. But at the same time, this gets fucking monotonous. There's a reason why I leave editing till when I'm half asleep. I'm so out of it, you know, it doesn't bother me. Also explains why I make so many mistakes with it, but like I nearly lost the Witcher episode. End up having to go re-edit stuff so I could save it. I skipped over it when I was meant to export it. I can only hope these rings sell. But again, like I said, just leave it up long enough and the market forces will probably change enough to actually sell the item. Ooh. There we go. Now to make something else. And I need a fair bit of it. Okay, I can make this. Only 9 of them, but... Wait, why only 9? Because I got 10 here. Whatever. Let's just see how well do these go. Ring of Fending. Yeah, seems possible enough. Ah, it's because of the crystals. You know, I logged in to do this when I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go play Halo 3 now. Oh yeah, look forward to Halo 3. This will be releasing before that comes out. Potentially for any of the Halo series, or maybe alongside some of the Halo games. So. So yeah, look forward to that. I guess I can just go get the rings out from this guy. That is Wet Dreamer. This one's done. I think I built this for 10k in mind. Well, at least all the ones I had up are gone. It might have been 15 or 20, but I think 10 will still turn a profit. It's certainly more expensive than any of the ones currently on the market, which is hamstringing me, but I'm all too adverse to actually taking a loss. If it means it hangs around here gathering dust, that's fine. It's certainly not good for me financially, but it feels less painful. Adorable. Oh, also, a ton of improvements have been made to this Realm Reborn's main quest line. They've been brought in. That might have been part of it. To make it less of a pain in the ass. You know, they're going back and forth to the other place and whatnot. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Though I feel like I kind of like missed out on showing you how bad it used to be, you know? I was hoping to get this, you know, to move on to Heaven's Ward by the time this came out, but then I just lost interest. Here, look, let's do a little bit in Lunosca. Oh, actually, what one was I working on last? It was the Sylphs and the Sahagin. I think I was favoring the Sylphs over the Sahagin. Do I have any quests on me right now? No, I don't. So we'll go to Sylphland. And we'll go do... Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna leave this here. Tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Yes. There's one other thing I want to show you. One other thing. Flying mounts. You've gained the ability to take flight. Summon 4 to flying mount and try jumping take off. Yes, they've added this to the base game. Previously, it was in the game, but only for higher level areas. Now, you can fly in the realm reborn. I'm not sure if it has any speed increase over you being on the ground using it, but it's still nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's definitely a speed increase. I just wish I could see it statistically, because it's easy to make it look and feel like there's a speed increase just with a bit of smoke and mirrors. Boar Wars. Looks at you pleadingly, a tear welling in her eye. Oh, trusted one, please forgive this one. This one is a difficult favor to ask of trusted one. For many years, these ones kept a great tusked one called Caffrey as a pet. Caffrey, strongest of tusked ones, gives this one great joy at tusk fighting festivals. Alas, Caffrey has escaped these one's care and now charges madly across Sylphlands, turning fearsome tusks on all in one's path. Is this touch one's doing, or did Caffrey tire of these one's company? This one cannot say. This does not want to harm. But won't stop itching. 1 second. This one does not want to harm Trust One, but Caffrey must be stopped. Will Trust One perform a sad deed? Self-satisfied grin. Nasty Ones bring about hanging barbs, skulking and sneaking. This one is not sure what Nasty Ones are plotting, but this one is sure it is nothing good. This one wants to stop Nasty One's nastiness, but this one would rather not hurt Nasty Ones. After all, Nasty Ones were like these ones not so long ago. What is this one to do? That was when this one was struck with the idea of this one's lifetime. Can Walker guess what this one did? No. This one made a fuddle bomb from shiny scales and milky milkroot. It explodes into a cloud so milky that nasty ones will become tipsy ones, forget all about doing nastiness. This one knows. Fuddle bomb exploded in this one's face once, and this one completely forgot what this one was making. Teehee. Walking one must travel to hanging barbs and fling fuddle bombs at nasty ones' homes, so nasty ones will be nasty no more. Government enforced, the government enforced chemical bliss. Moxia wears an oddly coy expression on her face. Brave One is back to see this one, yes? Teehee. This one sees how Brave One looks at this one's wings. Teehee. Brave One need not be a shy one. Forgive this one. If it's coming off from Sylphlands, this one feels tipsy. Why? Touch one's full of forced air with mist and milkroot. This is why. These ones cannot draw near without one's head becoming a muddled mess. Brave One feels nothing from milkroot, yes? Perfect. Brave One must take bottles of burning goo and burn to Touch One's mist makers and stop these ones from making more mist. Touch Ones will not take kindly to meddling ones. Brave One must take care not to be seen. Mysterious One near entrance to Sylphland will see to that. I think I've already dealt with that. You know what I would appreciate? If they did away with this fucking grind. I was thinking, like, part of me was thinking, yeah, let's do this now. Part of me was thinking, you know what, fuck it, let's leave it. Part of me was thinking, like, okay, as a side point of just leaving it, let's pop over to Fishmen, grab 3 of their quests, and then we'll leave it. I can do these tomorrow, and then take advantage of reset and do tomorrow's batch right after I finish with today's. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what, let's go grab the Fisherman's quests. Being able to fly will also speed things up greatly. And don't worry, I will be making progress in the base game soon enough, in the main quest line soon enough. I just want to finish all the beast quests here because I know once I move on I won't want to come back and do them. Plus I'll have even more beast quests to go and do. So I don't want to, you know, have a ton to do and never get them done at all. Aha! Talk about a high five! Ah! Ah! And I just get a gauntleted hand through the face. Kinda wish there was a like an idle animation you could do where the hand just like throws your character up, then catches him. I know, it would be funny to me. You know, this must have been a right pain in the ass for them to do, because like... No, you can't just dismount here, but you can ride along here. Alright, but still, it must have been a pain in the ass. You know, so much for them to, you know, cover up and make sure it's fine. Like, in WoW, it's... you know, you at least have, you know, flight paths. If there's any bits here that, you know, that wasn't exactly presentable, they would have had to fix it up for it. Ooh! Breaking the simulation. In the shadow of the moon, beware the moors. The tales of the sea are ever writ in salt and blood, and on a sleepy little island in Galdean Bay, the plot grows suddenly thicker. Psh! You know of Moonshade Isle, yes? It is the favorite fishing grounds of my people, including we of Nov's Clutch. Sadly, the coral tridents know this as well. They send the serpent reavers to the gentle isle to scatter the fish and bedevil the fishers. The reavers skulk on the island, for they mean to seize it for themselves. Our spawn brothers go hungry for as long as these foul pirates are unchallenged. I'm actually hurting myself doing it. We dispatched reavers and unchain Moonshade Isle. You need an elbow to reach it, but it's shocking it. Is much troubled by the state of the spawning grounds and seeks a handy shorewalker for some light poison control. We ventured onto land solely to secure a place for the indigo matriarch to spawn, but the spawning grounds remain untamed, for too many of our people see more honor in a spear than a mattock. Such is our need that we must turn to a shorewalker for aid. Chief among our concerns is the gas sprayed from the local barnacles. Their noxious fumes would harm our eggs. The most efficient way of dealing with this stuff is to is to stuff your spraying orifices with moon jellyfish. But beware, the saps of pupils when you stop at the barnacles. Do not take kindly to strangers manhandling their favorite snacks. Who's an expert at weighing lesser evils against greater goods, and see where you fit into the equation. Have you heard of the strategoi of the saps of spawning grounds? The leaders among the Sahagan warriors, possess a great influence. Last, the Scarlet Sea Devil has been inflaming their pride with visions of easy victory. Subtle and sly are the coral tridents. If nothing is done, the regression will soon lead to an all-out war with you shorewalkers. Strategoi must see that their shorewalker is a foe skilled and dangerous. You must fight the most boastful among them. War the Whalefin is his name, and he must die to stay. War has a coral band, given him as an ally sworn at the coral tridents. Bring me the baubles proof the war had died as shamefully as he lived. It's tempting for me to play, but I think, you know what, I'm going to call it here. I'll pick up tomorrow and do some more. I want to go shoot things in a game. So, it's just what I'm in the mood for, and I feel I'll enjoy it more. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. You know, if you see an episode like this, feel free to skip it, by the by. I know I did a little bit here reading and actual quest stuff, but with the predominant, you know, crafting thing to it, just like an hour plus of just crafting and auctions, feel free to skip it. It's just my obsessiveness in making me post it. I don't actually expect you to watch it. It's great if you do for my channel and the algorithms and all that, but if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Just skip to the ones that are. Not that I'm sure I need to tell you that, but you know. Again, if I'm ever dawdling in a video or on a tangent around, skip it. Skip ahead, skip the video, whatever. You know, do what's right to you. So, talk to you again soon.